In your 7th year in office, what have you learned about pacing yourself and managing the stress of the job?
You know, the truth is that I'm lucky to, by inclination and temperament, be fairly steady.
Your Hawaiian roots,
Yeah, exactly.
basically?
I think that's probably what it is. Good weather and
Just
beaches.
like today, yeah.
So I don't get too high, don't get too low. I've been very consistent about exercising in the morning. That helps. But I think that the most important, I'm very consistent about spending time with family. And you know, when you have dinner with your daughters, particularly teenage daughters, they'll keep you in your place, and they'll teach you something about perspective. But I think the most important thing is to take the long view on things. We live in such a 24/7 Twitter-fed constant news cycle, and everything's a crisis, and everything's...
You're not on Twitter.
Well, I'm not, but,
Yeah.
but everything's a crisis, everything's terrible, everything is doomsday, everything is, if it doesn't get solved tomorrow, you know, your presidency's going off the rails. I mean, there must have been, what, 15, 20 things that over the last 7 years, folks have said, this is it, it's over. You know, we had the Gulf oil spill, worst environmental disaster in history. Everybody said, oh, he's handling this terribly. A year later, nobody was talking about it, and in retrospect, it turns out that we handled that as well as any environmental crisis has been handled. Ebola, remember that? Obviously, it's still a serious problem, and we've got to get down to zero, but that was probably one of the most effective international public health responses in history, and that was led by us. If we hadn't acted, it would still be raging and everybody else would be at risk. And so those experiences, I think, remind you that my job is to keep my eye on the ball and to stay focused on what can we get done every single day to advance the vision and the values that brought me here. What can I do to make sure that middle-class families are feeling more secure, that more young people are able to access opportunity, that we are safe, that we are working with our international partners to try to create more order at a time when there's a lot of chaos. How do we deal with terrorism in a way that's consistent with our values? As long as I stay focused on those North Stars, then I tend not to get too rattled.
I was wondering how many hours of sleep you're getting a night.
Probably not enough.
That's what I figured you'd say.
I will say that when people leave the administration, and I see them 6 months later, they've got the post-administration glow. They really look good. So I'm hoping the same happens to me.
There's hope for you.
Thank
you, Mr. President.
Great to see you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.